Ah, yeah. Hey, Amaru. Only if you're ready. Let's go. I'm only looking for loyalty. All I need from you. I'm thinking you be the one for me. I can see it on you. Your love that do me every time. With you by my side, we gon' shine. Baby girl, you know you royalty. I've been waiting for you. Me no care about all the noise, but I'm digging your station. See how you got my head spinning with a body rotation. Couple days went by, now I'm losing my patience. Go ahead, drop a pin, girl, wanna know your location. What's your location? Had to pull a plug on your ex, now you coming my way out. I can switch it up for you, girl, I'm no longer a player. See that pretty face on my screen, that'll make my day. Bea. I'm only looking for loyalty. All I need from you. I'm thinking you be the one for me. I can see it on you. Your love that do me every time. With you by my side, we gon' shine. Baby girl, you know you royalty. I've been waiting for you. Do you know she royalty? Do you know she royalty? I be that one that'll get her heart racing. I didn't feel like with her we can take over nations, yeah. We can take a trip whenever, girl, you need a vacation. Number one bad girl, killing everything like on a mission. Girl on a mission. Had to pull a plug on your ex, now you coming my way out. I can switch it up for you, girl, I'm no longer a player. See that pretty face on my screen, that'll make my day. Bea. I'm only looking for loyalty. All I need from you. I'm thinking you be the one for me. I can see it on you. Your love that do me every time. With you by my side, we gon' shine. Baby girl, you know you royalty. I've been waiting for you. Yeah.
Question. Did you get a chance to meet with the royal family? And if not, how was it like having them there in the building?
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph?
The Prince and Princess of Wales.
Oh, no, I did not. I'm only familiar with one royal family. I don't know too much about that one.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Wednesday podcast. I'm so sorry. I actually scheduled this podcast earlier today, but I didn't realize that it was scheduled on private. So I don't know what happened there, but sorry if you're getting the notification a little bit late. But thank you all who managed to make it, and hit the thumbs up button and subscribe, please. Hope everyone is doing well today. Yeah, some interesting updates today. And Harry was not in the courthouse today. I think he was probably there via video link, or was probably just listening in, but he wasn't there physically. But nonetheless, a lot has been going on. And I am here to update you as usual. Lightside, anyone know who the lawyers are representing Harry? No idea. No idea. I'm sure it's been mentioned in an article somewhere. I just haven't, just can't remember, sorry. Yeah, Black Queen, you can't rely on anyone. Yeah, we're gonna get into this Gavin Burrows fellow because to be honest with you, I'm not coming here with any answers. I'm coming here with questions because I'm very confused. This guy said one thing in the Princes and the Press documentary, and now he appears to be backtracking, or rather, it could just be the way the press are spinning things. And so I'm not coming here with an answer. I'm coming here with as many questions as probably you have. But I'll get into it. Maybe you all can help me make sense of this as well. But before we get into all of that royal drama, let's get into some other news. Condolences to Mr. Paul O'Grady, very popular personality here in the UK. Unfortunately, the press, having absolutely no shame, still using this as an opportunity, using this man's death as an opportunity to insert Meghan. Paul O'Grady gave Meghan Markle a blunt warning before she married Prince Harry. But he actually said himself that he never met the woman. Sharing a screenshot of the story, the presenter said, "My ma used to say that the only thing you can believe in a newspaper is a date, and here's a classic example. I've never met the woman, let alone given her advice." And yet they are saying that he gave her a warning. Absolutely shameless. And the irony of what Mr. O'Grady said when he was alive. My ma used to say that the only thing you can believe in a newspaper is the date, and here's a classic example. Now, in karma will come for everyone who didn't keep Meghan Markle out of their mouth news. Philip Schofield. I'm telling you, if it's not them doing nasty things, it's people they know. So Philip Schofield's brother, Timothy, abused a teenage boy over 3 years, a court hears. So the court hearing is still going on. But that's what's going down with his brother. And I'm not going to get into it because I don't know what the details are, but apparently something was going down with him and another young man, Philip himself. And this kind of all coincided with him coming out. And he tried to use his coming out to kind of cover up what was going on with this young man. And there's a lot of rumors as to, how old was the guy that he was involved with when he started getting involved with him, alleged conversations that he was having on social media sites with other young boys, allegedly. So there's definitely something going on with Philip Schofield himself, allegedly. But as far as what's going on in the courts right now, it's his brother. And this is the same guy who was telling Harry and Meghan to just shut up in a rant on This Morning. He's one of these morning talk show mouthpieces, very close with Holly Wilbury and the other one, I forget her name, Kelly something. I forget her name. But they're all the same. All just taking orders, all just being fed lines, all projecting as always, telling other people to shut up, telling other people that they shouldn't talk when they're up to all kinds of nefarious things behind the scenes. Boy, to your comments. Welcome to chat, everyone. If you're just coming in, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Quite a jump in subscribers this last week. Like, wow. Well, everyone, if you're new, you are ever so welcome here. Yeah, wondered why Schofield was off this week. Nothing to say about his brother. Yeah, Levy, I never understand why they are so hateful, yet the skeletons are wrestling. It's to distract from their own wrongdoings. Right, so that was that. Also, Some interesting pictures from outside of the courthouse yesterday. This is someone who works in London who took a picture. The dedication the paparazzi have, but then I remember how much they get paid. They are waiting on Prince Harry outside of my work, yes. And they are probably, well, they are very, very happy to see Harry, even through bars, because those pictures must be worth an absolute gold mint now, because Harry and Meghan are rarely, rarely seen. And when they are, it's often at events and appearances. So to get kind of out of official kind of work pictures of them, they must be worth a premium. So I'm glad that they cordoned off more of the area around the courthouse, but there were people and paparazzi there waiting to get pictures. And the court hearings are making the news all over the place. South Korea, Thailand, this is from the Bangkok Post. And it just shows why it was so important for Harry, Elton John, and all of the celebrities, but especially Harry, to show his face there. Otherwise, they really would have thrown this under the rug and barely reported on it at all. But now it's like they've almost been forced to. Right. What was I going to get onto next? I was going to mention, yes. So somebody tweeted this regarding the court case. I thought was quite interesting. The judge seemed to be in favour of Prince Harry and co. Okay. Sorry, I've kind of put them in the wrong order. Okay. I was in court today for Prince Harry and co. versus the Daily Mail. I've been reading some of the articles written by journalists. They are picking and choosing what to tell you. Parts which the judge seemed to favour Prince Harry's side, journalists are not reporting. The judge seemed to be in favour of Prince Harry and co. regarding the time limit for bringing the case. The judge pointed out to the Daily Mail's barrister there could be an appeal if I side with you regarding the time limit issue. So despite the case law cited by Daily Mail's barrister, the judge seemed to be in favour of Prince Harry and co. regarding the time limit issue. Judge noted that it's when the claimant became aware there may be hacking, not when the claimant read about it in the papers. So one of the arguments that the Daily Mail is making is that the allegations are too old for Harry and the claimants to be taking this to court. But now the judge is saying it's when the claimant became aware of the hacking. And we now also know that Harry was withheld information from the royal household regarding hacking. And when he suggested, or when he found out, and then he then suggested that he wanted to go ahead and file a case, he was then told not to because it would, in his own words, open a can of worms. That's what he was told. And that they should just stick to the never complain, never explain. And you've got to wonder, what is it that the press have hanging over the other royals that they decided not to go ahead and sue? What kind of rosebush antics are the tabloids dangling over the other royals that they don't want to go ahead with any type of hacking lawsuit, as Harry is? And it just shows that Harry would have never been able to go ahead, I think, if he had never left the royal household, because they are squarely in bed with the press. All some bricks. At last, they have taken the defective monarchy back to Germany for a refund. Well, with that, we can go to the next part of the podcast. Indeed, Queen Camilla and King Charles are in Germany, or should we say King Charles Saxe-Coburg-Gotha? Is that how you say it? Saxe-Coburg-Gotha is back in his mother country. So far, the tour in Germany is going without hitch. We've managed not to offend any of the locals. And yeah, here they are for the state banquet. I find it interesting that Camilla chose to wear a crown. Is it common for women to wear crowns at state banquets for state visits like this? I don't know. I don't really follow royal protocol. The thing is, though, you can wear the biggest, sparkliest crown. Honey, if you're ugly on the inside, it ain't going to do nothing. She seems to like this particular crown. Is there a reason for her wearing this? I feel like I've seen her wearing this before. Is there a particular significance to this crown? Because I think she should actually, if she was going to wear a crown, wear something a bit smaller. Like, it's too much. And with this dress as well, like, I think a tiara would have been a lot better, a smaller tiara. Not that anything can help this woman, I mean, please. But yeah, there she is, doing her victory lap, crown, jewels and all. Charles was met with the king of Burger King. I don't know if the crowds were smaller because they cordoned off the area or just because there was less interest. I mean, there were crowds. I don't really have pictures of the crowds, but there were crowds, but they weren't massive. Nothing in comparison to what Obama got when he went to Germany. Rockstar welcome. Right. To your comments. Honestly, like, I don't like to go too deep into, what real women are wearing, what they look like, but that is honestly just an ugly dress. I've seen women of Camilla's age dress gloriously. Like, when you're in your golden years, it's when you shine the most, I think, personally. I think it's when a woman is at her most confident, she knows herself, she's seeing all of the BS of life, and you just glow at this age. If you're nice on the inside. And there's just I feel like there's just better options they could have given her. Yes, Marcia, it's truly an ugly dress. Like, I'm not even saying it because it's Camilla. It's really just an ugly dress. Saxo Coburg Gotha Battenberg is the full quadruple barrel name. Wow. Well, he's right at home now. Legs. What is that ugly dress? Who dresses her? Good question. Well, it can't be Angela Kelly because apparently Charles wants to kick her out of her grace and favor home. Carrie Ann, I think the Queen gifted it to her to always wear. I don't think anyone else is allowed to wear that crown. Okay. Well, it's almost fixed to her head because I see it on her so often. And it's not the nicest crown. I don't think so anyway. Hi everyone, if you're just joining us. These shoulder pads. Yeah. I mean, I feel like it could have just been fitted better. Take away the shoulder pads. Just do a little bit of tailoring on it. Move the take off those pins. Take off the necklace as well. Okay, I think if it had been fitted better, take off the jewelry and the crown, it would have looked somewhat better. I don't know who's dressing her. Yeah, the tiara doesn't go with the pattern. And maybe just plain black. It's like, look at me. I got the crown in the end. Only took 25 years, but here I am. Mackenzie, that dress pattern reminds me of one of those books, just Terror. And then a 3D picture will appear. Yeah, she needs a new wardrobe person. Right. On to the next thing. What did I want to? Okay. Yeah, I wanted to get on to the whole Gavin Burrows thing. Now, Gavin Burrows was the private investigator in the Press and the Prince's documentary that said that he had been set on Harry and his friends and family to spy. Now, this is what he said in the Princes and the Press documentary. So this is just a reminder. Give me a sec.
Smell hacking going on. There was a lot of surveillance went on Chelsea Davy, on her phones, on her comms. Chelsea would bring to her friends when she was going to see him.
And so her life became an object of obsession for you guys as well.
Yeah, medical records, had she had an abortion, sexual diseases, ex-boyfriends, vet them, check them. Because I basically was part of a group of people that robbed him of his normal teenage years.
So that's what he said in the Princes and the Press documentary, that he was part of a group of people who robbed Harry of his teenage years, but that he was now going to be helping Harry's lawyers and the case. And he actually, I think, so the last time I checked, he had Harry's friend in his Twitter bio, and then he took it out, and I think recently he's put it back in again. Now, he's actually blocked me and several squaddies from on his Twitter because, and this is going back about a year ago, mind you. So before we get to what's going on presently, about a year ago, he started tweeting about the case randomly. And me and a bunch of other squaddies said to him, why are you tweeting about the case? This is, not the way that people who work with Harry and Meghan behave. You've got, I'm Harry's friend in your bio. I don't think Harry considers someone who was spying on him and his friends and his girlfriend a friend. And it just kind of seemed like he was clout chasing. There was something about him that was very weird. Fast forward to this week, and then it comes out that he has now denied he was hired by newspapers. So this is from the Times. It says, a private detective whose confession is a key part of hacking claims by the Duke of Sussex, Baroness Lawrence, and Sir Elton John, has denounced it as false. Gavin Burrows is alleged by the celebrities to be a central figure in the plot, but has signed a statement saying he never conducted unlawful information gathering for the Daily Mail or Mail on Sunday, the High Court was told. The supposed confession in the statement he allegedly provided to the celebrities' lawyers 18 months ago were a catalyst for the high-profile claims. So this would suggest that it's like he's backtracking on what he originally said. Prince Harry says that Burrows subcontracted unlawful acts to other private investigators, including a specialist blagger called John Ford, Mick Body, whose specialism was obtaining private telephone numbers, and a former BT employee and army officer whose specialism was landline tapping. Harry said he began the case after being told that Burrows admitted to targeting me, it was claimed. His lawyer said Burrows, either personally or through corporate alliances, hacked phones, tapping landlines, fraudulently obtained utility records, bank and other financial information, and was involved in bugging and vehicle tracking. Lawrence said that he had joined the action after being informed that Burrows and another investigator confessed to carrying out a wide range of criminal activities. John, his husband, I think that's Elton John, his husband David Furnish, Liz Hurley, and Sadie Frost, cited Burrows' alleged crimes. Adrian Beltrami, representing the newspapers, told the court that Burrows has now provided a signed witness statement denying that he was commissioned or instructed by Associated to carry out any unlawful activity. So there's kind of two ways that you can look at this. Yes, he was information gathering, but are the Associated newspapers and Daily Mail now trying to basically get it to look like he was information gathering, but not specifically for them? Or has he flipped sides and taken a bribe on behalf of Associated newspapers and the Daily Mail? I really don't know what's going on, because he said one thing in the Princes and the Press, but now he's provided this new witness statement? Or is the press just spinning things and we don't actually know the full story? You all can help me figure this out because I am confused. However, I'm going to play back the video that I made about him a year ago when he blocked me and some other squaddies. Because regardless of what's going on, and like I said, I am really, really confused. There is definitely something that is off about this guy. So, yeah, I'll go to your comments in a bit, but I will play the video. It's 8 minutes long. It's an old video that I did from a year ago. And yeah, and then we'll come back. Okay? Here's the video. Hello everyone, welcome back to Duchess of Success. Please make sure to like, comment, share and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's get to 7,000 before the end of the month. And if you would like to support the channel, links in bio with the various ways that you can do that. Also, if you would like to join me later on today at 7 p.m. British time, I am doing a live this evening. So if you haven't got a hot, sexy date and you're not doing anything else, pour a glass of wine or hot chocolate or tea and let's sip together. So I just want to start off this video by saying that I am not someone that likes to get involved in drama. So this is not what this video is. I just kind of want to, I guess, explain myself and I think also make the squad aware of what happened regarding this particular person, and really just to say I think that this particular person going forward should be left alone, not followed and not engaged with if you are a squaddie. So there is a guy called Gavin Burrows who was a private investigator for Murdoch during the whole phone hacking era. He was one of the people who spied on Harry and caused him great distress in his teen years. He also appeared in the BBC documentary The Princes and the Press and admitted to his illegal activities. He now seems to be working with Harry's lawyers to correct his wrongs, so I gave him the benefit of the doubt, but I was still giving him a bit of a side eye because he claims in his profile to be Prince Harry's friend, and while I'm sure he's doing everything to help the case, I really don't think that Harry considers a man who caused him hell in his teen years as a friend. You are helping in whatever way you are, and that's great, but that's it. I don't know any of Harry and Meghan's other friends who literally have "I'm Harry" or Meghan's friend in their profile. Chasing for clout? No. So he starts tweeting about the details of the court case that Harry has against Murdoch, and he tweeted this: "Harry has had to move lawyers. I am still on the case. Silly delays, being torn apart, but goes to show we think just how worried Brooks and Murdoch are. Keep kicking the can down the road, time-wise in our opinion. Harry adamant he wants them in court, and a lot of questions answered." Now we know that the Sussexes only talk about their business affairs through official statements and they speak for themselves. This guy is not an official spokesperson, and what does he mean? He's still on the case. He's offered evidence of what he did, but he himself is not Harry's lawyers, and I don't know why he feels that he can speak about what Harry is doing with his lawyers or how Harry feels about the case. So in response to his tweet, I asked him very politely, I was not attacking him, but I just asked, should you really be airing all of this? As Harry and Meghan's fans, we prefer you to keep certain things private. We respect them in that way. We ask that you do too. Are you truly an ally? So following my tweet, he then blocks me and several other people who expressed the same concerns. As one Twitter user stated, "Too much commentary, sir, too much commentary. Let Harry handle this with his lawyers. Please move on to your own matters now. Thanks for your efforts." Another commentator said, "Please don't encourage him to clarify Harry's legal details on Twitter to provide the next needless headline. He has said more than enough already." Great, now I'm blocked. I'm actually worried for Harry. This guy likes attention and talks too much. I pray he does not let Harry down. And another Twitter user said, "Telling us what Harry wants doesn't seem appropriate or productive. Has he asked you to give commentary, or are you doing this on your own free will?" And another person said, "Why are you talking about Harry's business on the internet? If you feel remorse for how you've harmed and wronged him in the past, why not take cues from him and handle whatever quietly and discreetly? Or are you still employed to cause him further harm?"
He then responded to that person saying, "Oh, please read my tweets. You clearly haven't, otherwise you would understand my role in this matter. No further comments from you required." So there you can see that I'm not the only one who had something to say about it, and he then started to block more people and went on to tweet the following after blocking us. Lots of weird comments from people, re Harry and Meghan. What do claimants and lawyers always require? A good experience, who understands investigation in hand and has knowledge of. For clarification, I only keep you updated on what my clients allow me to. What is already in the public domain, i.e. legal arguments already presented to the court and the opposition. Nothing is ever tweeted that the opposition lawyers have not already been made aware of by court. Okay, but you aren't tweeting about the actual case itself, sir. You're talking about what Harry's doing with his lawyers. You're talking about what Harry is feeling. That information is not necessary, and that's what we're trying to tell you. So why are you talking about it? He then goes on to tweet this. Lots of trolls today. How very weird. Clearly working for tabloid gutter journalism. Do me a favour and stay off my account. Or even better, do some research and get clued up. Any further ridiculous, unfounded comments from uneducated so-called diehard royal fans will be blocked. Mind you, I did not see a single reporter tweeting this guy. I have actually not seen any reporters tweeting this guy publicly or engaging with this guy publicly, so I don't know what he means. I totally understand and support Harry and Meghan supporters and other claimants. I do not and will not tolerate diehard fans who do not understand what this is all about. These people know who I am referring to. To be honest, it is creepy and obsessive. The loyal ones get it. So now Harry and Meghan fans are trolls for asking reasonable question. And what does he mean by lots of trolls? Because there were only a handful of commentators and most were concerned Sussex fans. And as Sussex fans, we know and have observed how the Sussexes and the people around them who they trust and are loyal have operated. They do not start tweeting details like this on Twitter. It's the fact that your behaviour stands out from all of these other people. We're calling you out because you're not acting on code. Even your average Sussex fan knows, for example, not to tweet pat pictures of Harry and Meghan, right? So it's like, get into formation. He later goes on to say, for the Murdoch trolls who are contaminating my account, yuck. If you don't like it, don't read it. Funnily enough, I was warned about forthcoming trolls only yesterday. You are so transparent. Tell your boss, Miss Brooks, to F off. She has failed badly, excluding my loyal followers who are excellent and supportive. The rest of you are trying to stir up hatred on my Twitter account. That's absolute nonsense. We will not try to stir up hatred. Go away or you will get blocked. This is a serious issue which has ramifications for others. Doubt me if you wish, but you will look like fools. Okay, dude, we all like Harry and Meghan here. We are all on the same side. So where is all of this coming from? If anybody thinks anything we said was out of order, please do let me know in the comment section. You could have just responded by saying, okay everyone, I understand what you're saying, and just give some assurance, but instead of doing that, he got defensive. So to me, his reaction alone is quite suspect. And when I switched to my burner account, because he blocked me, I could only find 1 or 2 trolls who looked like they were Sussex haters, not Murdoch fans as he put it. So I don't know who these trolls who he's talking about were attacking him. I didn't see any. I can't help but feel that he is loving the attention, so I have chosen not to engage with this person anymore. I have blocked them, and if you are a squaddy, I would also say to block them also and just not engage going forward. You know, talking about your loyal followers, like what? People only started following you because you're now attached to Harry and Meghan. Dude, we're on the same team. So where's the attitude coming from? I do hope that he is fully on side with Harry and Meghan and that this was just a misunderstanding. Maybe he's just, you know, getting in his ego. But everyone who's on side with Harry and Meghan knows how to act. So he needs to get it together and get on code too. Because I don't believe that Harry and Meghan have given him some kind of spokesperson position, especially on such a sensitive topic. And especially because we know they like to speak for themselves only. Anyway, that's all regarding that matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And okay, so that was from a year ago. That was from 1 year ago. I made that video. And here we are. Now with this. Seeming like he's backtracking. Like I said, I don't know 100% what is going on here or what is going on with this guy, but there's something strange going on. Oh, well, first of all, thank you to Diallo for the super sticker. Much appreciated. Thank you. Yes, hot sexy date. Everybody who didn't have a hot sexy date that Friday came and joined me for a live. Yeah, I think he's a clout chaser, and I smelled a big fat rat a long time ago. I mean, it is actually insane to me
that I made that video a year ago. And is that an extra mouth on that double chin? Seems like it. Pachimata, you said, I think they have other witnesses, and I remember Sienna Miller said that she will be more than happy to help any future lawsuit. Yes, and I'm sure that there are many people helping behind the scenes as well. Marjorie, you said chances are Harry may have cut him loose and used another PI to get what he wanted, maybe. Yes, Lightside, why so defensive? Why so defensive? Clean, you said, this guy is seeking attention. Don't believe he has any credible info on Harry and the case. Well, he actually has his own agency, and I think that he was trying to just get PR for his agency. And not all PIs are made the same. There are actually a lot of fake people in this industry. I don't know if anybody's ever watched the Madeleine McCann documentary on Netflix. But one of the PIs that they tried to hire to find her was a complete and utter fraud. So he could well be a fraud. Marina, this man has been threatened. I think so. Lady Bird, he was a spy in the Sussex camp. That's another possibility as well. He could have been just sent to derail the whole case. Who knows? Andrea, Anne's voice is so clear from that clip. Yes, that was back in the day when I did pre-recorded videos. Lightside, any chance he has been bought out? Possibly. I feel like we're gonna know the answer to all of this very, very soon. Janine, you said he has his own agenda, possibly. But he's said a lot that's been taped and documented. So if he is lying or if there's anything fishy going on, then we will find out about it very soon. But it is so suspect that he got so defensive with the squaddies. Because basically all we were asking him was, if you are part of this case, why are you tweeting about it? If anything, it's very unprofessional. And like I said in that clip, it is so out of sync with how people who are reliable, who work with or for the Sussexes, behave. They don't go online and start tweeting details like that. You know? Marjorie, you said, I'm so thankful that you had that live stream. Evidence is a great thing for these haters of Harry and Meghan. Yeah. Yeah, all the facts are in print and film, Linda, indeed. Right. I don't think I had anything else to say. Yeah, we will just end with your comments, I guess. Bit of a funny story coming out from Amsterdam. Yeah, I'll finish with this. Funny story coming out from Amsterdam. So they have put out this campaign that is targeted specifically towards British men between the ages of 18 to 35, as they are seen as a potential nuisance causing visitors. And if they search the internet to plan stag, cannabis, or drinking tips, they will see 2 videos and that will be released online this week, basically telling them to behave their damn selves. I tell you, as a Brit, the most embarrassing thing when you're traveling is other Brits. Screaming and yelling in public, urinating all over the place. Like, it is a stereotype, but it's one that's true. We are a nightmare. Actually, no. A very particular type of male British tourist is a nightmare when they travel. This doesn't surprise me at all. I find it quite hilarious. Although I do have to side-eye the Amsterdam authorities, because you literally have red light districts where you objectify women and put them in their windows. So you're gonna, attract not a particularly classy crowd. So maybe get rid of that also. And then you won't have men like this running around thinking that they can act a fool. But yes, they have put out an entire campaign targeted towards nuisance British tourists. Hilarious. And with that, we will end with your comments. Thank you as always, everyone. Yes, don't forget to thumbs up, please. And hit that subscribe button. We are racing towards 15,000. Thank you, everyone. Yes, come to Calicut, a place of legal prostitution and drugs. It's like, and it's something that they have pushed themselves for a long time. So it's like, well, eventually, it was going to become known that it's a place where you can just run rampant and act a fool. So it's like now they're reaping what they sowed, and they have to try and clean it up. I think also it's because they're trying to attract more families. And solo female travelers now are really big spenders, and I think they're just trying to clean up their image. But they could just get rid of the brothels, please. Like, this is 2023. Should we still have women in windows? Oh, no worries, Janine. When I can do an earlier podcast, I will try. Yes, thank God for the strength and the wisdom that he has given Harry. Thank Diana too. Thank Meghan. Thank everyone who stood by them and helped them. Linda, you said, I think Harry took the day off from court today as he feels confident this case will go forward. Much to the firms, yes. You know, his family members have a lot to hide. And so it's no surprises. They have been dead silent. When is the last time you heard or saw this much silence from the other royals? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Especially William. Because we know what William's hiding. And the press really just do have them in a chokehold. They're trapped. It wouldn't even surprise me if they are trying to blackmail them to stop Harry from going forward with this case. Right, and with that, I will end the podcast. Enjoy the rest of your day, everyone. And like I always say, I especially after seeing Harry this week, I know I always say it to try and be positive, but today I fully believe it. All will be well. Let's keep the good vibes and let's get past the coronation. Let's get past the May court case. And I think we will be just plain sailing after that. I think that actually, this is my prediction. I think when Harry wins this court case, not if, when, I think that's when we'll see Meghan pop back on social media. That's my prediction. That will be the victory lap. Here I am, back on Instagram. All right, everyone. Take care. Ciao.
Ah, yeah. Hey, Amaru. Only if you're ready. Let's go. I'm only looking for loyalty. All I need from you. I'm thinking you be the one for me. I can see it on you. Your love that do me every time. With you by my side, we gon' shine. Baby girl, you know you royalty. I've been waiting for you. Me no care about all the noise, but I'm digging your station. See how you got my head spinning with a body rotation. Couple of days went by, now I'm losing my patience. Go ahead, drop a pin, girl, wanna know your location. What's your location? Had to pull a plug on your ex, now you coming my way out. I can switch it up for you, girl, I'm no longer a player. See that pretty face on my screen, that'll make my day. I'm only looking for loyalty. All I need from you. on you. Your love, they do me every time. With you by my side, we gon' shine. Baby girl, you know you royalty. I've been waiting for you. Yeah. Do you know she royalty? Do you know she royalty? Yeah. Do you know she royalty? Yeah. She gon' say I be that one that'll get her heart racing. I did feel like with her we can take over nations, yeah. We can take a trip whenever, girl, you need a vacation. Number one bad girl, killing everything like on a mission. Girl on a mission. Had to pull a plug on your ex, now you coming my way out. I can switch it up for you, girl, I'm no longer a player. See that pretty face on my screen, that'll make my day out. Bea. I'm only looking for loyalty. All I need from you. I'm thinking you be the one for me. I can see it on you. Your love, they do me every time. With you by my side, we gon' shine. Baby girl, you know you royalty. I've been waiting for you. Yeah. Do you know she royalty?
All right, today we're going to talk about how we can find out and how much we can find out and what it takes to get there. So first we have to decide how much do we want to find out. So let's say in this case, I want to find out at a level of 7. Okay, so I find that level on my graph and I come horizontally to my gradient line. Where it intersects with my gradient line, I'm going to come straight down to where it intersects with my fuck around line. That there is going to tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out. See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out. So I hope this lesson is helpful. Thank you.